Hello everybody, Jay Barino here and welcome back. It's Rise of the Lich King Reanimated, run to Chapter 10, The Forgotten Fortress. Last mission was pretty fun. We were saving stranded units throughout the city and just trying to recoalesce our forces. Good stuff. On to some brand new content. Malfurion Stormrage arrives on the island not far from a spreading zone of necromantic energy. The desperate alliance of the living must strike the Lich King quickly, or all will be lost. Tip! High-level heroes are powerful but not invulnerable, especially int-based ones, so be careful not to get cornered. The corruption here is almost palpable. Great Archdruid, I'm happy you could join us in such short notice. I've sensed something was amiss for a while now. Then, a few days ago, I felt a strong corruption from beyond the sea. That must be from the portals at the Undead bases we destroyed. Prince Kael, you're also here, and a Naga. Against the Lich King, we all have to stick together. I'll trust you on this. In any case, my forces are currently mobilizing. I can prevent our fallen from being raised as undead, but unfortunately it only works for elves. But why? What about this foul energy coming from the west? Even I can feel it. It will drain energy from any living creature. We Night Elves have some relics that will protect us, but they're unfortunately in short supply. I sense there are 3 sources of necromantic energy. We have to destroy them. No doubt the Lich King is one of them. We have to destroy him, or he'll continue raising undead until we're overrun. You're right, Lady Vaj. We can't stay on the defensive. Indeed. I will join you on the battlefield later. For now, I have to commune with the earth. But why? What? You would abandon? The Night Elves will fight at your side, and you'll see. The wait will be worth it. Good luck. Maybe he's going to summon some mountain giants or something. A lot of good people are going to die today, but we don't have any choice. We fight for our very existence. We will show the undead that we are no easy prey. To arms, elves, in memory of Quel'Thalas. So we got Blood Elves and Night Elves fighting together here. We got a bunch of stuff.
I can hack.
Grab the Ilaria's flute, please. Rune bracers, claws of attack is fine. Sacred branch. A protection. Oh. Okay, we don't need the boots of speed on her.
Humanity is in
Sacred branch. Sacred branch. We have 4 heroes. Let's give one of these to each of them. You don't need the ring. You can take the ring.
What are you waiting for?
Death Zone. You still think we shouldn't have asked for help from the Night Elves? Alright, I'll admit they have their uses, Kael. Destroy the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd source. The Blood Elven Barracks and Arcane Sanctum must survive. The Scourge have created a necromantic field that slowly kills any living creatures. Summon units are not considered living. It must be brought down. So, by, I think, picking up these branches, each of our heroes are immune, but our summoned units that are coming out over here are not. Okay, we have Dalen Proudmoore now. He is Fan of Knives. Fan of Knives! And Avatar. That's all really good. Okay, so I guess we'll give him the boots of speed. And then we got to get in here and start attacking stuff. Anything else handy for us to know here, or is he still wasting? Yeah, unfortunately he is. I can't control anything else, right? Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Just give me some water elementals and then start blizzarding. Dalen, we just need you in there so that we can Fan of Knives. Fan of Knives! Sure, grab this. And basically we're just going to tab through our heroes and just keep pushing forward where we can. Silence some of this stuff. Turn on frost arrows. I gotta be careful we don't accidentally kill our own stuff by blizzarding. I feel like maybe this would benefit a lot from having health bars turned off. Maybe? Maybe not. Okay, spawning ship. You love to see it. We got some gold. Orb of Slow would be great for Dalen Proudmoore, I think. Let's just pop this and go and grab that. Unless he's stuck. Nah, he's good. Enemy units killed will give you gold like creeps. Cool. Okay, no more spawning. Large spawn section. I just want to make sure I pick this up, and then grab this for our spawn buddies. And they're just taking damage over time because of the field, but as long as they, I mean, rubber banding isn't going to be that useful here. Just because, again, they're at a disadvantage as we push forward more and more. Look, the traitor. Why betray us, Sylvanas? I mean, I don't think she has a choice. I only serve the Lich King. She's immune to magic! Aw, man.
We humans have to stick together.
That looks like one of the spots. We have to kill her and then push towards that area. Can I mana drain her at least? Yes, I can. Can I silence her? Again, if she's immune to magic, I'm not sure what we can and can't do against her. Yo, give me Alar back, please. Splash! Soak an enemy unit, and those close to it prevents ranged attacks and slows melee. In addition, a soaked unit will be stunned if struck by lightning. So this will work in conjunction with Fork Lightning. H hotkey, not loving it. Dispel magic in a zone. Caster gains 5 mana and 20 HP for each dispelled. Undead sailors are rising from the shipwrecks. They come from the sea, so I can stop it. Protect me for a while. Do I just need to put her here, or? Hang on. There's a lot going on. The Undead Time. Dispel the shipwreck spawn point. The power of the Lich King raises undead from the remains of the long-forgotten empire that built this fortress. Your heroes must dispel the sources, or your allies won't be able to advance. Okay, well, we'll just make sure that she's okay. Where's Jaina? Dalen. Taunt. Use it. Fan of Knives. Jaina's up here just taking some heat. They spawn directly on top of Vaj. That's okay. Dalen, just go ahead and pop your avatar here, buddy. 13 seconds. Jaina's taking some heat. She's just getting death coiled to death. I mean, that's, I guess, you know, death coil is death coil. Okay, good. Shipwreck closed. What's going on over here? Looks like a cinematic extra battle of sorts happening. Oh, look at this. Kale, take the tome. Actually, no. I shouldn't have done that. That's all right. Swap out your ring +2 for the ring +3. Let's move up. There's the next one. I'm just going to run her onto it. And we want to be dispelling stuff. I mean, learning all these new hotkeys. I mean, QWERT for the new one would be ideal. I can't keep up with all of this. Where's Alar? Swing up here and help. Fan of Knives. Jaina's been getting dusted a lot. Do we have any method of healing ourselves? 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. I have not found the first necromantic energy point yet. Well, that's how we heal ourselves. Something's happening. Gross. By the light, what is that thing? Oh, is it like a big stone beast that Malfurion summoned? King of the dead, life itself rises to stop you. Yo, hydras too. Thunder lizards? Hang on, let me grab this stuff real quick. Death zone. It's hard to use all these new abilities when they're on hotkeys. That I'm just gonna click them, and I know people hate that, but like, too bad. That's how it's got to be. Get Alar back out, please. And then this is my group, my squad. Gut face. All right, that's an enemy. He's not immune to magic. That's good, all right. So he's gonna push back the... How long does that stun last? Oh my gosh, for legitimate years. Gut face. Let's hit him with a splash. Basically just running in. Mostly just trying to keep him debuffed here. I'm going to keep Dalen back. We probably want to go further up the left coast, if I had to guess. Ooh, okay, they're pushing us back. I'm looking for stuff to debuff. There aren't many good options here. Yeah, don't. Oh, I see. That spawns little dudes. That stun lasts forever. Okay, get ready to swing around and attack.
We humans have to stick together.
There's the stun.
I hate it.
Splash him? I don't know, man. He's avatared, so throw down a taunt.
Well, what are you
And he's magic immune too, so we don't have to worry about him taking too much damage. His gut face, he's getting healed by something. Just quick save, because this might turn into a disaster real fast. I mean, there's no time to move out of that. I mean, okay, go ahead and tell me, yes, there's time, but, like, I don't want to hear it. I saw it. I pretty much immediately clicked. Splash him. Never mind. That must have been the guy who's generating the first zone. I thought this was a big rock monster from Malfurion, but he just summoned some little dudes. Father, are you alright? Ugh, I'll be fine in a moment. I hate to admit it, but I'm not getting any younger. Okay, Admiral Proudmoore's gonna die before the end of this campaign. Good, you've destroyed this revolting creature. It seems this necromantic zone is shrinking, for now. Don't worry about me, Jaina. You all go on ahead. I'll join you later. For now, I'll go back to the camp. Oh, great. Maybe he won't die. Maybe he just, like, had to leave. Add Malfurion to the group. Our entire group is int-based. He's got Flippin' Rejuve, Wrath of the Moon. Summon the power of the moon to attack undead in a zone for 40 seconds. I'm going to come up here and double-check, and we're also looking for secrets, maybe. I mean, we have... Maybe behind trees? Like, we have the ability to do this. Yeah, the Undead Tide is still ongoing. Healing Wards and Rune of Greater Healing. Oh, we lost his items. Maybe we'll get him again in the future. I am going to... How dare you! Pick up the flippin' runes. Hang on. I'm looking for where... Maybe in the water. Along the edges. We might be able to walk through those trees. Let's check. We couldn't walk through those. I just want to be thorough because I don't want to have to turn around. Oh, okay, and then he spawns these guys every so often, too. That's handy. I like this map. It's a cool tug of war. Okay. Hail Mary. Try this. Ah! This is not Warcraft in space. This is much more sophisticated. You're wrong, Hume. This is WoG. Okay, so this is, we found the secret. Frostworm Skull Shield. You found all the secrets. Either you're a real explorer or you're like that kid from the Sixth Sense movie. Anyway, here's a reward. Frostworm Skull Shield. Not sure who that would be best on here. Now, Furion, no, does not have the most HP, but I guess we'll give that to him. A scepter, a staff that heals others. Oh, that is so flippin' good. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm glad I checked. That's what I was basically saying, like, we should make sure that we check everywhere before we go too far ahead. All right, let's do this. Okay, now that we found that, I'm going to be, like, way more aggressive in looking for stuff. I'm sorry, in pushing forward, because we don't have to worry about looking for too much stuff. I wonder if our allies are going to get buffed in some way eventually. That would be nice. How long does that last for? My goodness. I mean, we do so much friendly fire, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, truthfully, I want you to look at this and be honest if you can tell what's happening here. I'm just tapping through my heroes and using abilities every so often and hoping that it works. All right, move on up. So we don't have to be looking anymore behind trees, thank goodness. Forces of nature. Yeah, get these little dudes. Furion gets a level. Wrath of the Moon seems pretty good. I like this mission a lot so far. I think that it could benefit simply from just making everybody's abilities have the same hotkeys consistently, especially because you're giving them new stuff. Because it's just a little difficult, at least for me, especially because we were just given new stuff. Because there's never a moment where we can sort of take a break and then, you know, go over what we've and review what we've gained. I have to stop these skeletons from appearing. Okay, that means Furion's got to do it. We will protect you, Archdruid. All right, hop on there, buddy. Let's do it, especially because we got a chunky group here. A chunky extra group. A Larget added. It seems like they do spawn occasionally right on top of them as they're closing the portals. This optional with the portal closing is pretty cool, too. Because like, you really got to get in there and get on top of those ASAP, otherwise it gets a lot harder. I feel like there hasn't really been much to dispel. You know what I mean? Okay, they spawn behind him, but that's okay. I think that's just because those are the normal units that spawn out of there. There we go. Let me open the way for our troops. Shortcut. Hell yeah, now they don't have to go all the way around. Rune of Lesser Healing, pick it up. Pot of Restoration. Just pop this now, Vaj. No, don't pop that now. That's a really good... That's like one of the best consumables in the game. Besides maybe like a Scroll of Resurrection or something. Okay, good. So they're going for the spawning ship. Maybe let's swing over here and see if we can find any other things we need to close. Her again. Once you die, Banshee, I belong to the Scourge. Oh, there she is. Silence? Again, I think we can keep her silenced even though she's immune to magic. I would have expected that Staff of Silence wouldn't work on units like that. But, I mean, I'm not going to complain. That's good, right? Excuse me. Hood of Cunning is just like a direct upgrade, I think. There. We got to kill the spawning ship. And there's another thing that we got to get Furion on top of. Let's go for the spawning ship first. I think we've got the forward momentum that we need. Let's see if we can sneak in here and get Furion on top of this ASAP. New ancient crypt spawn point. Another cemetery. I'll stop those enemy reinforcements. Man, I got so lucky with that secret. Oh my gosh. Because that Scepter of Healing is insane. The Frostworm Skull Shield is fine. It's basically Rune Bracers and a +2 Ring of Protection, which is like mediocre, but still, that Scepter of Healing is nuts. That's basically a walking fountain of healing, and we can use it to... And we can use it as like a Holy Light level 1 too. I think if we can find the next boss and get this second field dispelled, we've got some really solid forward momentum here. We just have to allow ourselves to fall back as necessary. So it seems like each section is going to require a different hero to dispel it. Poor Sylvanas. Okay, we got some... Oh, no, those are different. I was going to say we got some new spawns. Uh-oh, we got 2 ramps we're going to get stuck on. Sapphiron? Okay, quick save, and then we're moving in. We're going in there. Pop them. We could probably keep them stunned if we were very, very diligent. Let's just see if we can keep them perpetually stunned for as long as possible. Keep draining mana as well. Don't run away from me, you coward! Well, we'll come over here and kill these skellies while we wait. Is he still doing this? You gotta stop. You gotta stop, man. Do we need to do something to force him to come back? Oh, no, he's just... There he is. Okay, cool. Entangling Roots? Let's just see if we can get him out of mana. I assume that's like an ultimate that he has. I am still frozen. Okay. We gotta back up. We're taking a lot of heat.
I can help.
Let's just, Tranquility. He's out of mana.
That's good.
Okay, I really need some reinforcements here. Okay, get back into it. Let's pop down some healing wards, too. We can stack the healing, I think. Oh, I thought he was taking off again. I was going to be real upset. Entangling Roots. Oh, hit him with Splash. Get him wet. He's a frozen man. Dragon. Hit him with this. Entangling Roots one more time. Okay, we got him. That's going to allow our troops to survive for much longer as well. The beast is dead and the necromantic energies are subsiding. Was that actually Sapphiron? I didn't click on him. Or maybe I did, but I didn't notice if it was actually Sapphiron. Another Staff of Silence I think is unnecessary. Maybe we want to go and sell that? That's a long way back. I mean, there is a shortcut, but still. I have a lot of money. I don't know what we're supposed to be spending our money on. That would make this any better. Spell Shield would be good. We could get more Hoods of Cunning. Okay, this is handy. Let's just get on top of this and hit it with all our heroes. The sooner we can get rid of this, the better. Get a Lar and some lava spawns out. I forgot that we have lava spawns. Okay, cool. That's a big deal. Manual of Health. Who has the lowest health? And who do we think we're going to be using in this campaign moving forward? I guess Vaj, Spread the Love. We're all int heroes, so any little bit. 50 HP doesn't hurt. Red Dragons. Red dragons are wildlife? Feels like we're making good forward momentum here, for sure. Okay, we gotta get up there. Close this. That looks like another shipwreck. I feel like the best I can do is just keep pushing forward with whatever. You just tab through usability, tab through usability, tab through usability. It's the only thing to be done. Another shipwreck. It's not a huge deal that these are different. I like the idea, though, that, like, it can be different throughout. Like, shipwreck, skeletons, and it, like, changes which hero you need to use. Oh, we've got, like, a naval battle going on up here, too. Cool stuff. Trees, help me. Are all of our heroes maxed? Yeah, I think so. Wrath of the Moon seems okay. It's unclear to me how big the area of effect is that it hits. Lava Spawn is good. And a decent hotkey, just gotta remember to use it. Vaj is unusable currently. Arcane Mastery, decent hotkey, just gotta remember to use it. Also, it doesn't feel like the enemies are buffing themselves, so there's not much to dispel. I don't see them debuffing my guys either. I don't see any Unholy Frenzies. It seems like we're fighting mostly skeletons. Okay, ow. Just like getting all of our summons and... Ancient Sea Revenant. Spawn point closed. Go ahead and heal me. Quick save. We're making good progress. Feels like we're close to the end. We know there's only one boss left. These guys seem stuck. Don't worry, I'll free you. Never mind, I will not free you. And they just died. They passed away. Okay, here we go. Now they're starting to come in with these jerks. Hate these dudes. Keep them out of mana. Blizzard in the back. Blizzard, please. I know you can hit him. There you go. Let's Tranquility this. Keep our units topped up so that we can get through this choke point. Good one, Jaina. This seems like a tough area to get through. We'll get a Larvac out momentarily. That Jaina spell would have been really nice last mission, but this mission I don't need it. And also I wasn't using Jaina last mission, but if we could have. Look, we can create a shortcut for our troops by opening the gate. I don't know whether I should feel betrayed or sorry for you, but you won't stand in our way. Staff of Silence. You gotta use it. There you go, she's silenced. Give her the splash. Give her the splash, and then... where is she? Can't silence her nor give her the splash. She's no longer immune to magic. Wasn't she immune to magic earlier? Am I crazy? When we're no longer silenced, I think it would be the perfect time to Tranquility. Enjoy this splash. Tranquility now. We get a Larvac out, and I get just get rid of all her mana so she can't do anything else, please. Her auto attack is not really that threatening. Now, Furion is such a strong hero, my goodness. Scroll of Restoration. Oh my gosh. Dude, they are just giving us everything we need. 150 HP on Jaina. Probably not necessary anymore. Let's take that Scroll of Restoration, and let's open this up. Ooh, what's this? Healing Salve. So there's got to be a lever up there somewhere, probably. Dude, give him the splash. Trying to get Malfurion up here to cast his... I mean, it's almost like a... It's not melee, but it's like... You gotta get in pretty close. There's also a spawn there, which looks like skeletons. Oh, and a spawning point here. So where's the lever to open this up? Is this actually working? I think so. It's just it's minimal damage. We gotta cram in here. Let's get some more trees. Let's Tranquility again, and then we'll get rid of this, which might open the gate. I think there's an obsidian statue under each one. Yeah, that's skeletons. Let's just go ahead and get Malfurion on top of that ASAP. Maybe once we kill the spawning ship, it will open the gate. I don't see any levers. Another crypt. Let's hope it's the last one. The builders of this fortress laid many warriors to rest here, it seemed. I'm trying to get him down there. It's just the pathing, you know? It does feel like the hitboxes are a little smaller here, which is nice. Like, my units can path a lot easier than the base game. Alright, he's fine. Spawning ship. Honestly, heroes just kill the spawning ship. Then we can get down here and protect him. Does that open the gate? No. How do we open the gate? Let's wait for this, and then let's look around and see if we can find it. I think grabbing the Spirit Link, because we have a very large army here. Two, one. Tome of Int. I guess just throw that on Malfurion. It doesn't matter. All spawn points are closed. Oh, it's... Jesus. Was that there the whole time? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm telling you. Sometimes you just gotta... Things just get a little wacky. That looks like a boss fight. I'm trying to heal up my allied army before we just run in there, because they've taken a lot of damage from the field. And I mean, I'm really not opposed to just sitting here. We gotta let this tick down. It might just be Arthas. It might just be the Lich King. Alright. Alright, that's probably good enough. Except now, I don't think I can get in. Let's see if we can sneak in there. Okay, we triggered it. Yep, there he is. Death Guard and Abomination goons. Ah, Jaina, Kael and their friends. You finally accepted that running away won't do you any good. Come, mortals, if you dare. Uh-oh. Quick save. It looks like my allies might actually get in there and assist. Where's Kael'thas? I think that what we have to do, let's just spawn stuff and then mana drain him. Then quick save, and then where is Malfurion? Let's just Tranquility right away, and if we can get him out of mana, there's going to be multiple phases to this fight if I had to guess. Oh, he's moving. Don't let him just sit on top of us. Let's throw down some healing wards as well. Wait for me. You didn't think I'll let you kill this bastard without me, did you? Oh yeah, he still might die. Mana drain. Again, if we can get him down with, like, no mana, then in theory he can't do anything. Oh. Well. I figured when he blinked on top of us we needed to move, but it looks like Jaina got stuck in there. Alright, this is fine. Yeah, I actually think mana burning / draining him is the right choice here. Alright, now move away. There we go, and then Dalen's here. Kael, you gotta move. You gotta get out of there.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Ow. Okay, we have to keep a very close eye on where he moves and move diagonally. Okay, back to it. Tangling Roots. Mana burn, mana drain, whatever. Dude, splash him? He's not gonna know what hit him. We're throwing water at him, boys. I don't know what he was doing there, but just try and keep him stunned. Okay, we're back to this. This is fine. It looks like he does this every so often and heals as he does it. We just can't stand in it. There he is. Go down. Where is he? Okay. Enough! Sylvanas, kill them. No, Lich King, you spent too much power. You can't control me anymore. Nothing personnel, kid. Insolent Banshee, you will obey your master. No, I'd rather die. Again. He is vulnerable if you kill me now. Silence. There must be another way. Quickly, before he can control me again. Kalthas ain't even doing anything. Kale, finish me, please. I'm sorry. Ugh, it's a shame. She won't be much use anymore. I may be weakened, but I still have power left. Frostmourne, call upon the souls you have claimed for me. You slayed a demon? I thought you worked for them. Not any demon. This is Mal'Ganis, the one responsible for Arthas' becoming what he is now. So he did get his revenge in the end. Yes, maybe I should thank him. But he was the only first. He was only the first of many slain foes. Child, you should have been with us when Dalaran fell to this madman. Master Antonidas, I'm sorry. Illidan? How? You killed him? Oh, you must be this brother I heard about. A shame your allies didn't tell you about his demise. Vash, we could be reunited in death, you know. Just surrender now and it will be painless. You dare to use Illidan's memory like this? I'll rip your heart out and feed it to my snapdragons. Uther. Not you, too. No. Ooh! Ah, fine, old man. Be gone, then. What are you waiting for? Attack! I like how Uther was like, nah. He's an ancient mummy. Okay, everybody back up. Dalen Proudmoore. Give him the taunt. Please. Never mind, we're stunned for days. Focus on Illidan, please. He's almost down. Get rid of him first. Fan of Knives! Okay, one down. Oh, we can dispel these. Some of these are mine and some of these are Antonidas's. Am I asleep? Wake him up. I don't know what Kale's doing. Dude, you know what time it is. Get Antonidas with the splash. He won't know what hit him. She's still asleep. To kill Mal'Ganis, please. Casual Night Elf and Huntress in here helping us out. She's doing great work. What did I just cast? Okay, it's fine. Goodbye, Antonidas, the ghost of. I love how Uther was just like, all right, bye. Okay, get in there. Tangling Roots so that we can kill some of his minions, please. And then let's just heal up. Mana burn. I love the music. In general, really good music choices. Let's use our Scroll of Restoration, because what else are we doing it for? Oh my god, I think we gotta burn him. Dude, splash him. Hit him with whatever this spell is. Fan of knives. Never mind. Throw down a healing thingamabob here. Stun him. Don't let him get away. Just stay on him. Oh, shouldn't have done that. On my own guys. Just entangling roots. Quick. Where are you, Malfurion? Do it. Oh, I think we had him casting his ultimate. We got him. Okay. That was a fun, like, 3-phase battle. Even with all my dark power, you bested me. Maybe Uther was right after all. And so ends the reign of the Lich King, and hopefully the Scourge threat. Cool. I like that mission. That was a fun tug of war. Again, I'm not sure if maybe having the health bars off would help. It's just there's a lot of units. The smaller hitboxes helps a lot, unless I'm mistaken, but it seems to me like the hitboxes or the collision boxes have been reduced such that it does help pathing a lot. I liked how you had to close the little areas. You could destroy the reinforcement barges. A lot of little things. The only thing that I would recommend is just to standardize all the hotkeys. I understand for like Kael'thas and Vaj and Jaina, and Malfurion, I guess. So 4 of the 5 have standard kits. So like those hotkeys I kind of already knew. But what I don't know is, okay, now they have one new ability. And it's challenging to know when to use that or how to, like, to learn to use that on the fly on a map that, like, I don't want to say this was super intense, but on a map where, like, this is a map you can't really just stop and chill for a while. To learn those. So maybe just like making those all the same hotkey across every hero that doesn't conflict. That would be cool. I don't know what hotkey would work, but just like make them all Z or something, or does the Z overlap with something? I don't know. But whether they were all the same or just make every hero ability QWER, that's just a me thing. I know there are some people out there that really hate that idea. I don't know. I'm a big fan of that because when I look at an icon and I generally know what the spell is, but I don't know what to push to use it. I play a lot of different custom campaigns and different projects across different games, and they all have different hotkeys. So it's insane to think that I could possibly internalize all of them and use them effectively. It's wacky. Yeah, let's see. I'm assuming there's going to be an interlude at the end, and then we'll do a little wrap-up, and we'll be all done. Plans for the future. A few hours later, somewhere in the jungle. Tip! There's a post-credits scene. I'm going to miss the tips. I'm going to miss them, you know? Sylvanas, you were the defender of the elves while living, and undead you became the savior of all living people by your sacrifice. Your sacrifice won't ever be forgotten by the humans. I'm sorry I thought you were a traitor. The Naga will honor you as you deserve from now on. I didn't get to know you, but I thank you in the name of all living things. Archdruid, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about Illidan before. Don't be too hard on yourself, young Kael. We didn't have time for pleasantries at the time. At least he has also been avenged now. So he was telling the truth after his defeat in the ruins of Dalaran. Yes, he died trying to stop the undead threat. Illidan and I have rarely seen eye to eye, but I'm glad that in the end he tried to do the right thing. I mean, yeah, at the bidding of Kil'jaeden. Dude, stuff is on fire. You do not need to be fixing a fence. Oh, cool. That's a neat little thing. Don't be afraid, Timmy. He's helping us. Crushing wave used for good. Who would have thought the little land dweller is right to fear us? Nonsense. The humans don't have anything to fear from the Naga as long as we are allies. It will be as you wish, my lady. It's reassuring, I guess. Is there a problem, Vaj? Not really, but we can't stay here too long. The humans are not as grateful as you hoped. We will help hunt the last remaining undead, but the Naga aren't meant to become affiliated with another race. Says who? Just find yourself a nice little bay area and chill, you know? Do you still intend to go after the Night Elves after all this? No, you were right that we were outmatched, at least for now. We have waited for 10,000 years for our revenge. We can wait for a better moment to strike. Lady Jaina, it was a close call. As close as our stand on Mount Hyjal, I think. What would have happened if you didn't get help in time? I know, and I'm grateful for your invaluable help. What I meant is, we should have a way to keep contact even out of emergencies. The Night Elves have an orc embassy in Ashenvale since last month. It's much better to prevent border frictions to escalate. Speaking of the Horde, I'm getting worried about Danzel, whom I sent to meet them. He still has not contacted me back. Then you definitely want to contact the Orc War Chief, but I confess I have an ulterior motive. I understand the Blood Elves have some trouble with their magic. Yeah, since the loss of the Sunwell, they're searching for a new source of magic. With the other surviving mages, we will try to find an alternative. I really hope you can help them. Unfortunately, we Night Elves can't, since we don't use that kind of magic. In any case, keep an eye on them. The magic caused the first invasion of the demons 10,000 years ago. I will keep that in mind. Don't worry, I won't let things come to that. The next day, the Night Elves departed for Ashenvale. 2 days later, on the coast of Theramore. So, this is goodbye, I suppose. For now, we will settle in the Broken Isles. If any Blood Elf wants to visit, they will be most welcome. Get that tourism economy going. Maybe we'll take your offer someday, once we've dealt with our magic issue. You are also welcome anytime in Theramore. You've been a great help against the Scourge. Ah, what she really means is, without you, we wouldn't have had a harbor or a fleet anymore. So once again, thank you. Don't mention it. That's what allies are for. But we must now depart to find our own path. Goodbye, humans. Goodbye, Kael. You've been a faithful servant of Master Illidan and a good ally. No. A friend. Wholesome. Goodbye, Vash. May the Naga's future be fruitful. I do hope we'll never have to fight them, especially at sea. Credits. Well, we'll let these play, and there's a scene at the end as well. That last cinematic was really well done. I liked like the fireworks coming out of ships. I liked how the Naga were putting out fires with their water abilities, and the Blood Elves were burning corpses with the fire abilities, and there's a lot of nice little attention to detail in that way. And this is, this is of like the alternate timelines of Warcraft. This is certainly one of the better ones. I think it gives a realistic picture of, like, what if there was an actual Warcraft 3 campaign that took place right at the end of Frozen Throne, like, as if the Frozen Throne expansion had one more campaign to wrap up the story completely, as opposed to leaving it on a complete cliffhanger like it did. And this wrapped up a lot of stuff, with Sylvanas, with Arthas, with the Naga, with Dalen Proudmoore. The fact that the Horde, like, was basically completely uninvolved was strange. Danzel, Dawnweaver, whatever his name was, I don't understand. Honestly, have no idea why he was in this campaign at all, and why he had his own mission, and why he was mentioned in the epilogue here. Maybe there'll be like a post-credit scene where he's going to be some spooky undead mage or something. But otherwise, like, I don't get it. It just seemed like a strange addition. I guess I don't know who we could have been in that in that one mission to die. That person would have had to die. Also, yeah, the fact that the Horde wasn't featured, like, at all was a little bit of a bummer. I feel like if you're going to do something post Frozen Throne, like, it's got to be a little holistic and include the Horde in some way. Like, the orcs need to be in. If it's Warcraft, I feel like orcs and humans both have to have some sort of role one way or another. Granted, there are basically no orcs. Actually, there are no orcs in the Frozen Throne expansion until the Rexxar campaign, right? Trying to think. I mean, there's orc skeletons in the Sentinel mission, but otherwise, yeah, I don't think there are any orcs. I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure there aren't any enemy orcs, and you don't play them. This is the secrets that it's referencing. Map 3, some PR bullshit. Oh, that was the microtransactions, the hidden mechanic. Song of Ice and Fire, StarCraft, and Warhammer 40k. I'd like to thank everyone who downloaded, voted, and gave feedback on the old version over the years, and the new one too. Yeah, this is a great revisiting of a campaign that's existed for a long time. It cleaned up a lot of issues that I remember when I played the first one, but I mean, it was an old campaign. Sometimes you just don't know based on when it was made. It shows its age, but this is new and nice and polished. It had a nice ending to it, like a full-on ending. The original, I felt like, ended kind of abruptly. Another thing that this campaign does really well is the use of custom music. I thought was one of the strongest pieces of it. Where am I? Thank you for playing. I like the ambiguity of that last scene, too. That was a nice little addition. I thought, like, what's the post-credits scene going to be? And it was like a nice little Sylvanas thing where, again, it's ambiguous on where she is, and if that's just, like, the afterlife or, a vision you have right before you die or something Shadowlands related. Who flippin' knows? But I don't know. Again, I like the fact that it was more nebulous there. Looking back, the strongest suit of this campaign, I think, are the cinematics, like the storytelling in the cinematics and then the use of music during the missions. Really, really well done. I say this all the time, but, the base game is kind of constrained in that, like, it'll have one composer who's going to make a variety of songs for each faction, and then those play on a loop, as opposed to having the bandwidth to be able to make a specific song for, like, every single situation. As a custom creator, you have the luxury of pulling from all sorts of music libraries. I recommend please using things that are not generally copyright infringement on YouTube. So if you use game soundtracks, generally you don't have a problem. But the fact is, you can go to all sorts of other games like Armelior has done here, and then use those in your maps, and you can really set the mood a lot more specifically using music. And I think that campaigns that do that have a lot going for them. I also am just kind of a stickler for well-used music. Some people less so, but music's kind of my jam when it comes to this stuff. I find that music evokes more emotion for me specifically, depending on if it's well-used. But yeah, the cinematics were well done. I like the general story. Again, the Damsel Dawnweaver thing, I don't really understand. Maybe there's something more there, like a reference to some other Warcraft lore that I'm not familiar with, but otherwise doesn't feel like he needed to be in this campaign. And in fact, that mission where he sent the Desert Emissary doesn't need to be the Desert Messenger. Like, you could remove that character and this mission, and the campaign would actually be exactly the same. The only thing I think it does is it explains why the Horde is not involved at all. So that's fair. Otherwise, I liked the way that the Blood Elves and the Naga and all that weren't presented as just like straight up evil. I guess the Blood Elves were driven more in desperation in their campaign in the base game, and that was just sort of, I don't want to say it was disregarded. It was a core gameplay mechanic in that they drained mana, but like it didn't drive their decisions. They weren't as desperate. They rejoined the Alliance and were like proud contributors as opposed to desperate for anything to sate their magical addiction, which is why they joined Illidan in the first place. And then the Naga in the original were kind of ambiguous as well. There wasn't a ton of lore involving them. There is now, but like this campaign sort of, again, pretends like all that extended lore that came in WoW and later doesn't really apply, so you can kind of mold these factions to be whatever you want them to be. And I appreciate that. So it was nice to see these remaining factions actually come together because they had to at the end. And then Arthas doesn't just sit on a throne for like 10 years and then decide randomly on one day to be like, oh, I guess it's time I'll actually invade now. Instead, he's like, okay, we're going right away. Good stuff. All right, thanks, Armelior, for your hard work. I had a good time. And I'll talk to everyone next time. Bye-bye.